Yo, what's up guys? Welcome to a brand new YouTube video. Today we at a different gym, not Zoo Culture this time. We at Hollywood Gym, aka Hollywood Boxing Gym. And we got chest today. A little later than I would like. Had a double header on the podcast. Filmed my podcast and then I did a podcast with Xavier as well, desktop bodybuilding. So it's about 7:30, something like that. No, about 8 o'clock. And we starting the party off with some hammer strength incline. I'll do probably 2-3 working sets here. Top set, maybe a couple back offs. I've been liking starting with the hammer strength, just feel more warmed up. It's more secure. I get to warm everything up before I move on to maybe dumbbells or barbells, something like that. So that's what I've been doing now. We got 5 plates on there. They got the thick, goofy plates on here, so could barely fit 5. It's probably gonna fall off after I'm done, but I try to use the gym pin extenders, but it didn't fit, so I'm gonna do it old school. All right, first working set, going for 10 to 15 reps. I know that show's gonna happen. So impromptu drop set. I'm gonna see if I can get it back on there more secure somehow. But I guess that was the first set. So I tried the hammer strength, the 5 plates. These plates are too big, so the 5 plates couldn't fit on there comfortably. I didn't want to worry about the weights falling off again, so I'm gonna revisit that movement later in the workout when my chest is more fatigued, and then I'll just do sets of 4 plates on there. But for now, I'm gonna do the Smith machine incline presses, and I want to keep the reps on the higher side. So I got 3 plates on there, and I'm gonna rep it out. You know, I'll be lying if I said I'm super strong on presses in general, let alone on lower calories. I'm not really the person who's gonna press an impressive amount of weight. At least these days, it's not really something. I don't do a lot of crazy heavy presses nowadays. But 3 plates is a good weight for me to feel, to stretch, to contract, and to get a good working set from. Have my good days and bad days. I don't really know what kind of day today is yet until I do the set, so let's see what kind of day this is. I got 12 last set, so I added a 10 on each side. So I'm gonna try to get 8 to 10 here and then move on. Alright, we're gonna revisit this hammer strength incline. I think my chest is a bit pre-exhausted now. I don't got much glycogen in the muscle, so I think 4 plates is gonna be more than enough now. If not, I'll slow it down if I have to. I'll squeeze more if I have to, but I'm gonna make do with this weight. Felt a little awkward. I think the seat was too low. But the four felt good. Do another set there. All right, third movement, incline, flat press. I did 1 working set already. Second working set now. Going for 8 to 12 reps. All right, third movement and the last movement for chest. Doing some pec deck, machine chest flies. I'm gonna do about 2-3 sets, 10 or 15 reps. And then I got a little bit of calves and cardio. "13 weeks out, I was 280 280 on the dot. Fasted this morning for check-ins, and still quite a bit to drop, obviously, because we have 13 weeks to go. But I'm happy with the progress so far. I'm not on a ton of cardio yet. 30 minutes from now. It usually takes me quite a bit of cardio to get in shape, so I'm looking forward to that. Still on about maybe a little over 3,000 calories, which for me is a decent amount of food in prep. So I've been as low as 1,200. I've been lower, but not for extended period of time. So far it's pretty easy. I mean, I'm hungry, but nothing that I haven't been through before. I don't think there's anything Compton could throw at me that I haven't already done worse, right? So I don't believe that he's gonna push me any harder than I've already pushed myself in the past. So I'm confident that it's gonna be a breeze. That's an overstatement, obviously. No prep is a breeze, but in comparison to what I've done before, no problem. You know, it's gonna be difficult. Like everything in life worth having is difficult, but that's okay. You could be average Joe, you could be a nobody, and just do the easy shit, or you could do the hard shit and actually make something of yourself. So I plan on doing something living a life worth living. So I'm gonna do all the hard shit, and I'm gonna push myself to be the best I could be on the stage, off the stage, every aspect in life. So that's what life is about. Pushing your limits and making yourself proud, making everybody in your corner proud. And that's what I intend to do come July and in the near future. Pretty good workout. You know, honestly, late night workout, kind of not much time. And got the job done. I feel good. I'm not run down. Got pretty good energy. So, yeah. It's a win for me, but I'm loving it. Let me hit some calves and cardio. Stop talking so much. All right, back home. Got the chicken cooking in the air fryer. I'm gonna have it with some oatmeal or grits. Depends how I'm feeling in the next 5 minutes. Probably grits. I made the sweet grits. Something about the sweet with the chicken savory. It does something for me, you know. It does something for me. But the oatmeal, I eat oatmeal. If you eat oatmeal every day for a while, well, let me speak for myself. Eat oatmeal every day for a while. Sometimes the consistency gets a little weird. Never really like the way it sits on my stomach. In small amounts, I could handle it, but you know, I kind of prefer the grits right now. I don't know why. Just a texture thing. The grits is kind of like cream of rice. I got some cream of rice too, so I could do cream of rice as well. But I'm already having rice meals, so I don't know. You know, I think having the same source, the same carb sources, same protein sources, it does keep a certain level of consistency. But if every single meal 5 times a day is rice, or every single meal 5 times a day is chicken, you know, shit, 13 weeks, we're talking about for 3 months. I don't want to get scientific because I'm not the science guy, but I think you can build like some food allergies just from eating the same shit all day, every day, you know. I don't know. I could be talking on my ass, but I know when I eat oatmeal every day, on and on and on again, sometimes it just doesn't sit as well on my stomach. I don't know if that makes sense. That could just be weird bro science, but that's how I feel. And Compton doesn't mind if I do cream of rice instead of rice, or if I do grits instead of oatmeal. He doesn't mind that, so I could kind of interchange the two. But anyways, what I want to go over.
What did I want to go over? Yeah, last video I posted the diet, and it was you gotta understand. I'll be editing these videos late at night, usually after I have an edible and shit. So sometimes I'd be missing some shit. So I had flashed on the screen my diet, which I wasn't trying to flash it. I was trying to leave it on the screen, but I flashed it. And on top of that, it was the wrong diet. I showed like the last phase of the off-season diet. So that's why you saw a cheat meal in there, and I just posted the wrong shit. So I think only like one person caught it. At least one person commented about it, and I was like, "What are you talking about?" He was like, "Yo, you trying to trick us with a diet or something?" He was being sarcastic, and then I was like, "Huh? What are you talking about?" And he was like, "You said a different diet from what you posted," and I went and checked, and I'm like, "Holy fuck!" I feel like a dumbass, but that's okay. You know, that's okay. I don't mind. Listen, this is the way I look at it, man. If you guys been following me for any time, you know that I'm gonna be myself in front of everybody at all times. That's just me. I don't know how to pretend. I don't know how to be fake. I'm always gonna be me. Take it or leave it. You know what I'm saying? It is what it is. So I don't care to try to be perfect. You know, I stutter. I don't care. I talk too fast sometimes. Okay, I mean, fucking sue me. You know, I make mistakes, and I watch the video back, or I misspeak or make mistakes. It is what it is. We're human, so it happens. You know, look, I'm sitting in this fucking mess. Look at this. Look at this. I didn't clean up for the camera. This is what you see, what you get. You know, I really don't give a fuck. You know, that's the best way to live, if you ask me. I ain't gonna make this shit look pretty for the camera. This is how I'm living. This is the extra room, office room, and there be shit lying all over the place. If I pan the camera, you're gonna see a way bigger mess. Fucking needles and everything around here. It is what it fucking is. So, you know what I'm saying? I ain't finna act like I'm not one of those people. I'm not gonna be on social media like, "Hey guys, you know, everything's perfect. Look at me smiling and look at my Lamborghini." And nah, that's not real life. So yeah, what was I even talking about? Yeah, so I made that mistake. So I'm probably gonna flash the new diet, put that on the screen right now so you can see the new diet. It is a bit different actually than the last diet that I said. Even though I posted the wrong diet, it's gonna be a different diet anyways. The food is down a bit more, and I sent check-ins today. Compton hasn't got back yet. He's probably fishing or something on Sunday. But when he does, I can guarantee you he's gonna probably drop some food and or up the cardio, just because I've been dropping like 4 to 5 pounds a week, and this week I dropped 1 pound. So that's the baby I know. That's the body I know that loses 1 pound a week. You know, so I was hoping we were gonna keep that ball rolling and keep dropping that weight, but it is what it is. I don't mind having to push harder. Like I said at the gym, I've pushed as hard as possible, and no matter how far Compton pushes me, it's not going to be further than I push myself already. And I can confidently say that, you know. So sometimes you have to go overkill to know you can do it. And last year was overkill, but I'm grateful I did it just to see how hard I could push myself. And now I feel unstoppable. You know what I'm saying? And end of the day, you know, this is how I look at it. What you won't see from me, you won't see me on the cardio machine with the dramatic music with my hoodie on, saying how hard I work. You won't see me working out and saying I train harder than everybody or I diet harder than everybody. You probably won't hear me. I'm going to share the diet with you, obviously, in real time, but I'm gonna be real with how I feel. I'll explain, oh, today was this, I'm weaker today, or this, that today, but I'm not gonna bitch and moan about it at the end of the day. I'm not gonna complain, act like I'm some kind of victim because I have to do this much cardio or this little food. End of the day, it's a choice, and we're all privileged enough to be able to be healthy enough to do this, and have the disposable income to be able to put a bunch of money and not make anything back from it. So I'm blessed at the end of the day, and the judges don't give a fuck how hard you work or how hard it is to get in shape. They just care if you're in shape. And nobody really gives a fuck. The world we live in, nobody gives a fuck how hard you work unless you win, right? Okay, so if you go bust your ass and do all of this shit and then win a big show, people ask you, yo, what did you do? How did you do this? Yeah, I did 3 hours of cardio and 0 carbs for 3 months. Wow, you a fucking hero. Look at you. How great is this guy? Look how hard he worked. But if you got last place, you got dead last, nobody's gonna ask you how much cardio you did. They don't give a fuck. And even if you did 3 hours of cardio and work harder than the one that got first, nobody gives a fuck because you lost. So nobody gives a fuck. Keep that in mind, unless you win. So fucking win. That simple. Or shut the fuck up and keep working. That's as simple as it gets, right? So keep that in mind when you're feeling bad for yourself, that they don't care. They don't give a fuck. Nobody does. But if you win, people kind of give a fuck. At the end of the day, I think it's a blessing, actually. I think it's a blessing. I think it's a blessing that is hard to get in shape, because it teaches you more. Struggle always makes you better than shit coming easy. People that in life who've had shit come easy to them, they never build that character there. They never build that grit. So as soon as they get a little bit of adversity in life, oh my God, oh shit, oh, you know what I'm saying? So when you have hard roads, and I'm not just talking about bodybuilding or diet, and just in general life, if you have a hard road to get to, a certain goal, you're just going to appreciate it that much. And you're going to be a different level of dog than everybody else, right? You looking at them like, you can't do what I do. You can't suffer how I suffer. You know what I'm saying? You couldn't do it. If it came to it and you had to, you couldn't do it. You know what I'm saying? And that's a good feeling to have. Like, you don't got that same dog that I got. I know you don't. I know you couldn't do that shit. I know you couldn't starve like that. You know what I'm saying? You get that feather in your cap. You can't do that shit. You know what I'm saying? And I think that's cool. I think that's cool, knowing that you can push yourself harder and further than a lot of people can. So if you have a hard time getting in shape, but not because of lack of work, just because that's the cards you've been dealt, wear that shit like a cape. You know what I'm saying? Appreciate that. Appreciate the struggle. Or if you've had a hard life growing up, you know what I'm saying, and you've went through all the adversities, and you're in a position where you're like, you know what, I'm doing okay, I'm doing good. Let that be a feather in your cap. Don't feel bad for yourself. Oh, why was my childhood so rough? Why was this? Why was that? It was all necessary steps to make you who you are today, and just gonna, put some hair on your nuts. So appreciate it all, the good and the bad. The bad is necessary. That's what makes the good come out. It makes the good better, right? The storm makes the sun shine brighter. That's how it goes. I wanted to go over my training split. I don't think I did that last episode. I went over diet. Yeah, so I'm gonna go over my training split. Basically, I'm just trying to share the process, I guess. Share the journey, if that makes sense. So I'm trying to think of things that I don't see people sharing on YouTube as far as bodybuilders, and I'm trying to share that. So I feel like most bodybuilders just post workouts, and honestly, I feel like that's the least interesting part. You know what I'm saying? I kind of want to see more. I want to hear what you got to say. What's on your head? How you feeling? You know what I'm saying? How you really feeling? How the prep really going? You know what I'm saying? Not always just working out in silence or working out with a smile on your face. I kind of want to get deeper. You know what I'm saying? I want to see other people get deeper. So I'm going to choose to get deeper. And okay, so yeah, my training Sunday, which is today, I got chest, as you saw. Chest, sometimes I touch up back a little bit. Just 1 or 2 exercises, quick touch up. I did that. I actually did that today as well. I didn't film it though, but I did touch up. I did pull downs and I did seated rows. But yeah, it was chest. You guys saw the workout already. Mondays, I got quad dominant leg day, which is tomorrow. You saw that in the last video, I believe, which I do 4 movements for quads, about 2, well, 1 for hamstring, 1 for glute. And then calves is pretty much every day, unless they're sore, then I don't train them. In prep, because of the cardio, if I'm doing treadmill, my calves do get a little sore, so I might do them 3-4 times a week. They don't grow regardless. When I used to train them once or twice a week, I kind of swore they were getting smaller. So at least doing it 3, 4, 5 times a week, they at least kind of grow with the rest of my body. Still way smaller than the rest of my body, but they're at least trying to keep up with my body in proportion. Small proportion, but still in proportion, right? Whereas before, the rest of my body would grow and my calves would just stay the same, so it would appear to get smaller. So that was Monday. Tuesday, I got arms. I'll do probably 3 movements for triceps, maybe 2, maybe 3 for biceps. Don't do a lot for biceps. There was a couple comments that a couple people think I need more arms. I get where they're coming from because I'm a taller bodybuilder and I have long limbs. So I could see how you can say that, but also keep in mind that I'm not in shape yet. You know, I hold no body fat in my arm, so my waist is gonna come down very drastically, to say the least. So my waist is gonna come down like fucking 6 inches. I'm not even joking, maybe more. And in proportion, my arms are gonna look a lot bigger. So my arms are definitely not a weak point. No judge or coach has ever told me to bring up my arms. It's always just bring up your back and legs. Your arms, if anything, overpower your back shots. But like I said, I could see how you could. I could see how you can say that, you know, with me posing in the off season, I guess, and not really knowing my physique super well. But yeah, so I don't do much for arms because that's not a priority for me. Wednesday, back. I'll do 4 exercises, sometimes 5. You know, well, you're gonna see it on the videos. You probably already saw one, but you'll see more workouts. I can go more into depth with that as I train. Thursday, shoulders. Friday, ham and glute dominant leg day. I'll do about 2-3 movements for hamstrings, 1 or 2 movements for glutes, about 2 movements for quads. Simple enough, right? So on Saturday, rest day. Cardio right now is 5 times a week, so every training day besides quad day, basically. Pretty simple. This split prioritizes back and legs, obviously, like I just said, but it also prioritizes recovery for back and legs. So if you notice, I'll have leg day on Monday, then I'll have a small body part, which is arms, the smallest body part. So biggest body part, smallest body part, right? You see what I'm doing there? So I did the biggest body part, and the next day is a very easy, lighter day. I don't say light because I train arms. That's heavy as I can handle. But it'll be a smaller body part, so it's kind of like a break, right? After your nervous system is smashed from the leg day, arms is like, oh, cool. Let me get a good arm pump. No problem. Then after that good recovery you got from the arm day, you hit back, which is the second biggest muscle group. So now I'm all in back, I'm taxed. But the following day, I only got shoulders, you know. Shoulders can get pretty intense if you're doing a lot of heavy presses, but I don't go too crazy on shoulders for the most part, you know. It's heavy as I can handle, but it doesn't tax my nervous system much. I can still get some recovery on that day. So after shoulders, now we got legs again, but hamstring and glute dominant, right? So back to a big body part again. Hamstring and glutes doesn't tax me as much as quads, but still taxes me. So kind of staggering big and small, you know, taxing nervous system, and then kind of bringing it down and recovering and going back, you know, kind of up and down. So that's the way I recover the best and able to get the most intensity out of each workout, and able to prioritize back and legs at the same time. So that's what I do, man. That's what I do. I feel like I've been talking for a very long time, so I kind of want to sign off and get to eating, if I'm being honest. So thank you guys for watching. I guess that's the end of the video. Thank you guys for watching. If you like the video, make sure to like, comment, subscribe. Follow me on Instagram at bodyfall. Email me for coaching at bodyfall@icloud.com. And I'll see you guys in the next video. And my name is Beatty, by the way. Body is like a nickname, but it is my social media. Hope that makes sense. So a lot of people confuse. Is it Body or Beatty? Body, I'm like, it's both. My government name is Beatty, but same fucking difference, right? I don't really care. Call me either or. But yeah, that's the wrap. See you guys in the next video. Peace.